become such amazing friends through the flooding. But God always sends me angels, like these angels here. You know, I'm actually separated, but God always sends me somebody to help. It's like angels in disguise.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
Susan, can I have your first and last name, please?
Sure. Susan Luna.
Okay, and how do you spell Susan and then this one, Luna?
Luna.
Okay, and Susan, common spelling? S-U-S-A-N?
Yes.
Okay. And Susan, how long have you lived here in San Bernardino?
I lived here since 1980 when I left Blythe to come to college.
Okay, so you have lived here for almost 40 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me, what is the weather like? I mean, do you typically get flooding? Do you typically have issues in your home when the rain comes in?
Every time the rain comes, I get nervous because we had a huge flooding. Not last year, but the year before. On 9/11, it was a gorgeous, beautiful day. It was sunny. It was amazing. And then all of a sudden, we got home and we were making lunch, and it just went crazy. The flooding got so bad that it almost came into the top stairs here, and the car was actually starting to float away. My husband's car started to float away. He had to go get it and pull it in. It was just so bad, and it all went into my garage. As you can see, that's why I have all these bags here, because the water went into the garage and ruined a bunch of stuff. And you know, see how the thing's starting to break open because of all the water. It was scary.
So, Susan, when this happened, this was September 2022?
Yeah, because it was, yes.
What were you able to do anything? I mean, when the rain is coming in that fast, what did you do?
We couldn't do anything. It just, like I said, that day was a beautiful sunny day. It was 80 degrees. There was no clouds in the sky. It was an overcast nothing. It was a beautiful, sunny 80-degree day. And we got home, and it just went dark immediately. And the water within an hour was already practically to our doorstep. Within an hour or two, it was already down to our doorstep. There's nothing we could do. It just came too quick and too fast.
So knowing that and the experience and the damage, I mean, how much damage did it cause to your home and to your property?
Well, thank God it did not go high enough to get into the house, but it did cause several, it did cause damage into things that we had inside the garage that were at a lower level. The things that are on a higher level, of course, were okay. But anything that was on the floor or was on the bottom shelf of a bookcase, for example, all of that got ruined.
Knowing that you've had that experience of a torrential downpour, quickly doing extensive damage, how has that changed your outlook on how you deal with weather events?
Well, I become more prepared, make sure we have more food and water, and like today I got like about 100 gallons of water. And the lady just kind of looked at me like, what? Like, I just want to be prepared. And, making sure there's always, things around the house, things like medical care we need, especially with my medicines, making sure that we're ready in case something else happens, making sure little by little we've been adding sandbags around the property, to kind of stop the flooding from coming into my property, that sort of thing.
And pretty strategic is, we had some rain this last week, we had some rain, last year. Did you come close to what you experienced almost a year and a half ago?
No, I mean, several times it has come all the way to the top of the sidewalk, but it hasn't come in past the sidewalks, in this last 2 years. But I'm always have that, like, as soon as I hear that it's gonna rain, I start getting like nervous, like what can I do? What else can I do? How can I protect my property? And that sort of thing. And for everybody, all our neighbors here have that, because we're right up against the mountain, so all of the wash from the mountain comes through here. And a lot of it too, I think the drainage is not well kept up, and I think it backs up, and I think that's why we get so much water. It's like a river. Literally, it's like a river. Our street's like a river. That's what it looks like.
And you got video of that.
Oh yeah, I got video of it. And I mean, it was bad. It was pretty bad.
It was like your street turned into a gushing river.
Exactly. It was just like a river, like when you go whitewater rafting, kind of like that.
That's not what you want to see in your neighborhood.
Oh no, not at all.
What do you have any concerns about tomorrow's storm?
Yes, definitely. I do, because they say it's going to be pretty bad. So I'm just praying it doesn't come past my top stairs, at least I think hopefully it won't go into my garage. I got I don't know what 50 bags, I guess, in front of it. But yeah, if it goes past my stairs and I can get into my house, yes.
Any advice you would give to people as we prepare for the storm? I mean, given your experience.
Well, anything that's lower, like for example, the garage is lower than the home, you know, put out sandbags, you know, to protect it. If you go in the garage, you know, bring everything up in case the water does go in there and nothing precious gets damaged. Plenty of water, plenty of food, plenty of your medical supplies, those kind of things, and make sure your family is safe. Especially, I really recommend if you have neighbors that are senior citizens, help them out. You know, like today, Karina was so amazing. There was a little senior citizen lady trying to load up her bags, and we helped her out. And you know, she gave me extra bags since all the bags were gone. I went to the police department. I got the last 4 bags, and everybody was asking for bags. So that's the thing that prepare ahead of time, get bags ahead of time, and get that ready. You know. And help your neighbors,
I was doing that earlier too. I was telling the people they could go in the fire station to get the bags too, because they were out over there, quickly out.
I mean, that means everyone at least is preparing and you know, listening to the warnings. You know, finally, Susan, you know, something that you said is that because of a natural disaster, because of a rain or a weather event, you've met some great people,
yes.
and you also, everyone comes out. Is that sort of the sense of community that you have out here? Is that everyone helps each other?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with how you treat others. Because if you're out there planting good seed, it always comes back, and somehow, some way. And I know we had some wonderful friends because during the flooding, my husband had gone up to Home Depot to get some help because our garage was flooded over. And we met this actually man that came to help us, but he was actually an attorney from Colombia. And he just become a friend of the family, and then he brought his girlfriend Nellie and Jaime, and they became friends of the family. And you know, and during the catastrophe, we just had something beautiful because you're willing to go out there and extend, you know, help and extend your love. And we just you know, I'm the kind of person that welcomes everybody to my home. There's always people at my house, you know, eating, fellowshipping, you know, always, you know, in the love of the Lord, you know, the love of Jesus Christ. And I do recommend in this time, look to see who needs help. Help them out, you know, a senior citizen, a single mom, whatever. You know, it's not just about us, but it's about others. And this is a time to come together and help each other.
Susan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Beautiful message.
Thank you.
Can you do a little bit in Spanish? Yo le pregunto.
Okay.
Okay. Ya que se está preparando para esa tormenta que viene en camino.
Sí.
¿Cómo se prepara usted?
Bueno, me preparo porque como va a venir la inundaciones, que va a haber muchas inundaciones, dice, vengo y me preparo con estas bolsitas porque hace 2 años tuvimos una inundación muy grande, se metió al garage, hubo mucha destrucción, y así que vamos a agarrar estas bolsitas de arena para poder prepararnos para que no entre la inundación, porque hace 2 años llegó hasta casi la riberita de la queradita, ya casi entraba a la casa. Así que me preparo con agarrar agua, comida, los medicamentos que ocupamos para nuestra familia. Es muy importante ayudar a otras personas, tener en mente cuando alguien ocupa ayuda, un viejito, una viejita, una mamá soltera, lo que sea. Les recomiendo que no nomás se preparan para uno, pero también ayudan a los otros. Yo fui muy bendecida porque hace 2 años cuando tuvimos la inundación muy grande, fue muy fuerte. Parecía un río, aquí parecía un río, todo mucha agua. Y como se inundó mucho mi garage, mi esposo fue a un tipo a ver a un señor para venir a ayudarnos, y era un señor de Colombia, y vino, nos ayudó y nos hicimos amigos. Después trajo a su novia 2 meses después y nos hicimos amigos con ella, y por esa cosa negativa que pasó, ahora tenemos 2 amigos hermosos, Jaime y Nelly, y es muy importante ayudarse unos a otros, estar pendiente de otros, porque es muy importante tener comunidad en una situación como está pasando ahorita, y tener pendiente si no tienen carro, ayúdenle a llevarnos a la tienda a comprar comida o agua, lo que sea. Ahora fuimos a mi amiga y yo a ver una viejita, que fuera de poner las bolsas, le ponimos arena, le damos unas bolsas en el carrito, y ya me dio bolsas porque yo ocupaba bolsas y me dio bolsas.
Taking the Spanish
Así que vamos a usar bolsas. Así que todo es para
Yeah, yeah.
el amor en Cristo y les recomiendo que todos se ayuden y tengamos oración para unos y otros y tener paz en este tiempo de tempestad.
¿Nombre?
Yo soy Susana María.
María.
Sí, gracias.
Perfecto. A las 11. Muchas gracias. ¿eh?
Okay, let's get us a
She can make a good